Thousands of Zulu maidens are participating in the annual Reed Dance ceremony today, with King Zulu expected to address the event. The ceremony, which celebrates Zulu heritage and serves as a rite of passage, has been relocated from the uMkhosi Royal Palace in Nongoma to the uMkhosi Royal Palace in Pongola. The event features vibrant singing and dancing, allowing the young women to express pride in their journey towards womanhood. The royal family says the event marks the beginning of King Zulu Litini's legacy.
It's about abstinence. It's about grooming these kids because they are our future. We're happy that they will have a chance to talk to His Majesty and they will pay respect to His Majesty. And what is very good is that history is being made, as we have said. After 40 years in Enyogeni, we've come to a new place. So these ladies are going to make history because they are the first person to open a new palace after 40 years. And after the new king, the starting of the king's legacy, they get also into history.
At the same time, local government says preparations have been effective despite the limited time frame for planning.
Yes, we are excited. We are happy as the government of KwaZulu-Natal, but especially as the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. We really are happy we've delivered. It was at short notice. We were given less than 2 months by His Majesty when he made the announcement because we had already started preparing at Enyogeni. But then we had to make it happen. And I'm happy with the support that we have received from all government departments in KwaZulu-Natal. As you can see, we had to clear the bush here. We had to really ensure that the roads, although not perfect, but at least they are safe. We had to ensure that infrastructure is here. We had to ensure a lot of very many things. So I'm happy. I'm very happy.
We're unpacking uMkhosi woMhlanga, the Reed dance, one of the most enduring Zulu cultural traditions. The ceremony carries deep cultural and spiritual meaning, yet continues to face modern criticism, especially around virginity testing and questions of cultural evolution. Joining us in studio is historian and cultural expert Khaya Ndwandwe. Khaya, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for speaking to us. So, many issues, number of clips that we've listened to in the last few minutes. One of those speaks to history in the making.
Yeah.
40 years at Enyogeni, it's now moved. Just walk us about why the traditional Reed dance, which was carried out for 40 years at Enyogeni, has now moved to a new establishment.
Firstly, let me greet you, my brother, and the little viewers at home, and just to say salute to Ubayete as our king. So to clarify that, because everybody is making, they're asking a big question why this ceremony is moved to another palace. Actually, if you can have a look and go back to history, it's the third time now being moved. Firstly, it was done by Jama. When the colonizers came, it was vanished because if you seize the country, you must try to destroy the culture of that country. So when the colonizers came, they destroyed that culture and it disappeared. After a while, when this HIV and AIDS rising without a tablet to cure it, uMkhosi, King Zulu's mother, sit down with the king, the late King Litini. He told him that in Swaziland it's a small country without more facilities, but HIV and AIDS numbers are down. So what if they can renew that culture, they can restore that culture of testing the maiden and bringing the reeds to the king, so that the maiden, they will know the value of their age while they are young. So they disagree. By that time, the Prime Minister was the late Chief Mangosuthu Buthelezi. It was reinstated at Osuthu. The only thing that Osuthu and Enyogeni is not far from each other, but firstly it was done at Osuthu. By that time I remember, because I grew up there, we used truck to go there. Now they use buses and whatsoever. Can you imagine someone from Durban on a truck, is a G truck, because they go and collect people in different places. When King Mdlokombane married Mchiza, he was supposed to build another house. Of his royal family, of his royal house. He moved to Enyogeni, where we call Enyogeni. Luckily, the government did spot that place because Nobody have in mind that Mhlanga one day will pass away, you see. So everything was done there. The government invested a lot of money there. To go back to your question, why now it's removed? Now it's another king that is on the throne. There is some rituals there, it must be practiced. In KwaZulu, we've got a house what we call Ilau. I am not allowed to use that house that was used by my father. It's not about these red things that you see. There is a sacred rituals that is practiced before this thing. So we are not allowed, is what we call inhlambeko, uhlamba. He's not allowed to practice some rituals where his father was doing that thing. He's firstly supposed to build his own royal palace. That's why now he moved to his royal palace. The only thing now, we have got a social media. When it was moved from Osutu to Enyogeni, there was no social media. Secondly, it was in the same place, you see. That's why it looks like now it's new for the king to remove this function to another place.
So it almost seems like it's a lack of understanding of the people, of the traditions and culture of the Zulu people.
Yes.
Now we also understand from the government officials that there was a limited time frame. They had 2 months to put this massive event together. This is an annual event. Surely it should be accompanied with an equal amount of planning.
Yes, my brother, as MEC did mention that it was a short notice. The reason why, if you can go to Enyogeni, everything is arranged. The government just come and reject the tent for the ladies. But there was no space. The king and I think it's the royal family, they made a big mistake because they didn't approach the government in advance to tell them that no, now we are moving this event to a new place. So it was announced last month because there was one ceremony that was there. So the king on his speech said, no, as from now, I'm moving this ceremony to this place. It was a short notice because this palace is not yet finished to be built. That's why the government is complaining about the short notice, because Enyogeni, everything is done. They just came, people of the cameras, they've got their own spaces. Everybody, they just came and practice what they have to do.
My brother, we continue to mourn Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi. These issues around administration that continue to surface, is this clear testament that Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi's shoes have not been filled?
To be honest, my brother, I think the shoes of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi was in quality of the table. It's not easily. Actually, this man was so intelligent by nature. He have got an eye of an eagle, he have got an elephant mind. You can't betray that man because he used to see everything. You know that he was a dying heart for the Zulu people. He've got a dying heart for the Zulu people. You remember during election, they refused to sign that what we call now Ngonyama Act, which is now is a Ngonyama Trust. He just sacrificed with the IFP, saying, no, my organization won't go there for the election if you don't sign this document, because the king must have his own land where he must reign. This man, he played a big role because even in this function, he's the one who facilitate and modify. You remember, in the first olden days, Maiden used to go naked, you see. So when times go on, Prince Buthelezi managed to sit down with the elders and say, no, now we are in this position now. Let us modify. He actually was working close with the royal family. He modified everything. He tried by all means to make this ceremony to be in this position where it is. So it's not easy to fit his shoes because he played a big role in the royal family. He played a big role in the government. So that's why it's not easy to come and fit where he was. You know now, we don't have a prime minister that show that this shoes is too big. So even the king, I think he's not sure whom to choose at this stage.
So let's go back to this redance over the last 40 years.
Yes.
Right? There's some issues that are coming out, and as far as virginity testing is concerned, where modernists, if you will, argue that this is invasive, right, and that there are laws against it of testing virginity of young maidens, so those are 16 years and under. What are some of the developments or evolvements? How has the redance evolved in the last 40 years before we tackle this issue of the issue around virginity testing?
My brother Hugo, let me answer this question like this. Before there was no social media, there was no democracy at all. So after 1994, everything was open. Along the way, there is organization that came, they say, as Human Rights Commission. So that Human Rights Commission, actually, it's looked like we are the only people who have got a different culture. If you can go to Eastern Cape, we have got what we call uMkhosi. When they went there to uMkhosi, people died there on the mountain. Die. If you can go to Enyogeni, nobody die. But they keep on attacking that culture. They say it's a human violation when they are testing this lady, this young maiden. Actually, no. Let us state it clear that nobody is forced to go and get tested. You do at your own risk. Actually, it's not a risk voluntarily.
Yes.
So nobody get harmed. If you can go down to other cultures, you only find that somebody is castrated in the mountain. But this Human Rights Commission doesn't say anything. It's an attack from the Zulu culture, my brother. So as I say now, if you can say now, the maiden, they dress properly. What if it was before when they go naked for 3 days? But now everything is civilized. If I can tell you, my brother, this tent you see that was erected there, it was not there before. It was not there. You just come with your blanket and sleep there, and sleep there, while it's raining or not. But now, as we said, that Prince Buthelezi play a big role. He modify up to this position. If you can go to Enyogeni now, there is a VIP place. Everything is arranged. So now, but this Human Rights Commission, instead of attacking something is wrong, they focus on the Zulu's culture. Is what I can tell you, my brother.
Khaya, let's focus on the maidens.
Yes.
Why would they want to confirm that they are virgins?
Firstly, let me say why they use reeds to go there. Why they don't go without the reeds? Actually, reeds is like a rainbow. If you read the Bible and if you read the nature, after a storm, if rainbow come, you know that the storm is over, the rain is over.
Correct.
So the reed itself, it's a symbol of holiness.
Purity.
Purity, yeah. Yes. It's a symbol of purity. So now, a nation without youth, it's not even an organization. A strong pillar of an organization is the youth league. So the maiden, they go there to present themselves to the king by saying, you remember what Zulu have got what you call a mabuto.
Yes.
In the olden time, amabuto, they used to fight, not because they are rebuking anybody, but they are defending. As you see, Impi Sandlwane, Impi Ngcobo. When amabuto were there, at the end of the day, they must come and get married. So the mothers who are busy building this house must try to give somebody else a beat. So now, the maiden, when they go there, they will say, we are here. You want to protect your nature. You want to preserve your culture. We are ready to save you. So that amabuto, when they finish to fight, because there is a gap age, at this stage, I'm not allowed to go to certain places. But amabuto, when I was young, I've got the places to go. If I'm in that position now, they say, Khaya, you must get married. Who is going to marry Khaya now? Whom I must marry now is that virgin that you see there. Before, everything was done properly without any interruption. So this maiden, they went there voluntarily to say, Bayete, we are here and we are still keeping our body holy.
All right, now as we draw the conversation to a close, just unpack for us what today has in store. So we've looked at some criticisms, we've looked at the positives, but let's talk about what the day will look like.
Actually, it will be a big day because the king must deliver the speech, what you can say, a speech of the day. I'm not closer to the king now, I'm away. But if I can predict, you know that there is a Concord rule that came here. So the king must touch the thing, whether he agree with it or not. How people must be taught the thing. If it's right, how to attack the thing. So at the end of the day, the king must come and address the Zulu nation and give the Zulu nation the way forward from now. What is he is expecting to the family? If it was in an old time, it's where sometimes he used to choose the wife in that ceremony.
Khaya, that's where we're going to leave the conversation. Appreciate your time and thanks so much for coming on to the show.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.